All right. Preseason's over. Let's get the season began for the LA Chargers 2023 season. So it's another Super Bowl or bust for my beloved football team, the Los Angeles Chargers. Anyway, what's going on, you guys? What's going on, Bull fam? What is going on, Charger Nation, RWA, Jordan Trask? Back for another video. Chargers beat the Niners in Week 3 preseason finale of 23-12 in Levi Stadium in San Francisco. So, good game to the 49er fans, to Mysterio Sports, who is a Niner fan, I know, and then to Matt, who was a Niner fan too. I know a lot of Niner fans out there, but good game to these guys for the preseason because, it's preseason and it's over. We're on to Miami and season begins now. So we got the Chargers and Dolphins week 1 coming up, and we got the jersey retirement coming up, featuring the legends from the past to the present, including Kellen Winslow and Charlie Joyner from the Los Angeles Chargers, as known, the old school San Diego Chargers. So the jersey retirement will be upheld at SoFi Stadium in week 1 for the home opener between the Chargers and Dolphins. Obviously, until 2 months away, I can not wait to see my Chargers take on the second football team I absolutely like as a Charger fan is the Dallas Cowboys, because, Chargers and Cowboys game is fun, but the Chargers and Cowboys game is fun. So so Max Duggan played very great for the Chargers along with Easton Stick. So that means Camp Moyer got a touchdown, and who else? Elijah Dawson got a touchdown, but he did well on that. Joshua Kelly got a 75-yard touchdown. So Dustin Hopkins and Cameron Dicker had more field goal attempts than usual. So Daniel Henley just got the interception against Sam Darnold, so that was a good interception by Henley. But that is a good credit to this guy for getting an interception against the 49ers. So Quinn Johnson did good too. So at the end of the day, I have no regrets. So I say we were gonna win 2 preseason games against the Rams and Saints, and then lost against the 49ers. I was a little bit right or wrong, but I had to change the mind. So we'll change this, okay? So we lost week 2 preseason game against New Orleans, and then we won today and tonight against the San Francisco 49ers. So at the end of the day, the Chargers got the preseason week 1 done against the LA Rams. So what, bolt up and beat LA. Because Elijah done it well for the Chargers. So CJ Okia, he did good because he got a few sacks in a row. But what do we do with this? At the end of the day, that the Chargers were going to do good in preseason games to go 2-1 against the Rams and 49ers, and then 1 loss against the Saints. So we changed our minds correctly. So it's better than just putting 2 preseason wins than 1 preseason loss at the end of the preseason game. This is to the Colts fans for sad news from about 4 years ago when Andrew Luck retired. I know it sucks for them too. So you know what? For the Chargers, they did good in preseason week 3 against the 49ers, 23-12. Dustin Hopkins got the field goal to put the Chargers lead 23-12. So we beat. So that's all we got. So preparing for the season that the Chargers play the Dolphins. So Miami Jacksonville's tomorrow for their preseason game, because I know that, of course. And you know what? What the Chargers team did well against the 49ers and losing week 2 preseason game against the New Orleans Saints. And then going against Brock Purdy and Sam Darnold. Because, before we play the 49ers in finale of the week 3 preseason game. But, and, it was right before the finale of preseason week number 3 against the 49ers. Because I see that that I saw the team beat the Broncos last week. Because, it was the 49ers who beat the Broncos before we played them. So, at the end of the day, obviously Jake Moody, who was the good kicker that kicked the game-winning field goal in preseason against the Broncos, it was Jake Moody that came out of Michigan Wolverines. So beyond my point for the Chargers team who did good against the 49ers, now I got 2 preseason wins against California teams, including the Rams and 49ers, and then 1 loss against the Saints. Because yeah, I knew that we go out and get a win of week number 1 of preseason game of a competitive um lightened up matchup against the LA Rams. And then we got a preseason 2 with a week 2 loss from the preseason against the Saints, but we like the week 3 win in the preseason finale than just losing to the Saints because we beat the 49ers 23-12 in Levi Stadium in San Francisco. And like I say about this, like every NFL preseason game is on the line. It's all over, but we're on to the season because it starts September 10th. But first, it's going to start September 7th as the Chiefs take on the Lions, and then the Chargers play the Dolphins. And you know what? There's a renewed rivalry. The Packers play the Bears. I think the Bears can beat the Packers as well, while we beat the Dolphins for somehow to go 1-0 in the preseason game. But now to the regular season game, just like what we did, to do the same way as you do the right way. So yeah, we start the regular season to go 1-0 against Miami for the LA Chargers. And you know what? Yeah, while the Chargers can beat Miami week 1 of the 2023 NFL regular season, we could just look up the Chicago Bears if they want to beat the Green Bay Packers finally with no Aaron Rodgers. And you know what? Until then, what is this? Like, yeah, the Jets play the Bills on Monday night because, it's always about thoughts and prayers and then the remembrance of 9/11 because, I know it's just a sad day on Monday because, it's just a decisive sad day because, it's just a sad day for whatever because it's on Monday because it's just sad days because sadness can come out. Because you know what? While the Chargers can go for a 1-0 start in the regular season game against the Dolphins, going against Tua Tagovailoa, the Bears, I think Chicago can beat Green Bay finally since Aaron Rodgers is gone. And you know what? Here it is. So I mean to say like that, yeah. Because the Eagles have a Super Bowl rematch with the New England Patriots since 2 Super Bowl meetings in the year of 2004 and 2017 when the Eagles took a payback on the Patriots since they got beaten in 2004. I mean, what this team is doing it because the Cardinals are. I know that because for right now as we are about to talk about this, that the Cardinals are going to be the worst team in the NFL because their team's going to suck. Their team's going to suck because we beat them last year. We still own Arizona because we're not playing them anymore because we played them last year with a win and a game-winning drive. Sorry about that, but I'll keep talking. Like last year when we beat the Cardinals, we beat Arizona 25-24 in a massive game-winning 2-point drive. Because, at the end of the day, Kellen Moore can become a better offensive coordinator with more play calls than just Joe Lombardi crap, whatever. I don't care. But Kellen Moore is better. But yeah, bolt up for Kellen Moore since he was hired in January after moving out of Dallas and welcoming himself to LA to join the Chargers coaching staff as an offensive coordinator to make some good play calls than just the Cowboys. The Cowboys still have Brian Schottenheimer. Yeah, the Cowboys play the Giants on Sunday Night Football because you know what? It's not enough. Oh, okay, all right. When the Steelers play the 49ers, it's just a reason to say that that the reason is that the Panthers still have Bryce Young. He's a good quarterback. The Texans, I'm sure about that. And you know what? Here it is. The Browns play the Bengals, and I think Bengals are going to beat the Browns because, Cincinnati still owns Cleveland now. Because, I would agree with this because, what? At the end of the day, believe it. So when it comes out for now, I'm about to do my week 1 predictions for the 2023 season. So for the Chargers, Chargers with a week 1 win to go 1-0 against the Miami Dolphins. So bolt up. And you know what? At the end of the day, and it's always a new defensive coordinator to Derek Ansley who got promoted. Because the Chargers going 1-0 against Miami. And what about the Raiders-Broncos game? Oh, yeah, that game is going to be perfectly terrible. Because you know what? If the Broncos win, then I'd be surprised if Denver beats the Raiders. If it's the Broncos. Or if it doesn't, then I would be shocked. I'd be shocked if Denver beats Las Vegas. And I'd be surprised if the Raiders had to beat the Broncos. Because, yeah, Broncos and Raiders are their rivals. Because, like our Charger fans who are going to pick the Raiders or Broncos when the Broncos play the Raiders, if it's their rivals. If you're rooting for a division rival, you are rooting for a division rival. Like, who cares about rooting for division rivals who do that? Like we did when we had a division rival to root for was the Raiders in Week 15 against the Patriots to get our Chargers team to clinch the playoffs last year when we beat Tennessee 17-14. And yeah, because, what that being said, it's not enough. Because the Falcons could just play the Panthers. And yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play the Minnesota Vikings because, yeah, they play the Minnesota Vikings. Because, yeah. And what else is left? Okay. Not into it, but yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. Here we go. So, okay. Figure this out. You got the New Orleans Saints who takes on the Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville, and Indianapolis. But yeah, Baltimore and Houston might be coming out for somehow, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, even the Texans play the Ravens. I'm sure about that for somehow in Week 1. I know what it is, so I'm gonna be right back. So hold on, I got something else. What's up, Rick Kane? How you doing? Be right back for a second. I'm already back, so yeah, I'm doing awesome, Rick Kane. But welcome, man. All right, so the Ravens play the Texans, of course, because I'm about to do Week 1 predictions for next week because it's Labor Day coming up. So not important to a detail because you know what? At the end of the day, I say everything what was going to happen because you know what? At the end of the day, make it happen. So can't talk about it. You know that. So what the teams were going to do is to put the Chargers ahead of 1-0 start against Miami, like last year when we took down the Raiders when Khalil Mack took a game-winning sack on Derek Carr with a forced fumble. But Derek Carr is not a Raider anymore. But as always, he's a Saint after he left the Raiders team. But now he joins the Saints since the offseason. Since we wanted Eric Kendricks instead of Bobby Wagner, would have a better choice instead. Because, yeah, I decided to have Eric Kendricks instead because I like it better than Drew Tranquil or Bobby Wagner. Who cares? It's all about Eric Kendricks. Because you know what? At the end of the day, what the Chargers team was going to do is just make more moves on coaching staff. Because, yeah, Kellen Moore got hired. We got him. And then Derek Ansley, we promoted him. We know him. Because, Ficken, the special teams coordinator, yeah, we have him for now because, yeah, we do. Yeah, because, Baltimore plays Houston because, it's in Baltimore now because I know it. And then we got the Rams and Seahawks. Yeah, the Seahawks. I'm not sure if they beat LA against the Rams, but but obviously not on us anymore. But I think the Seahawks can beat LA again against the LA Rams, but not on us anymore because we played bad against them. But it's gonna go against the Rams because Seahawks would beat LA again if it's the Rams for somehow, but it is the Rams or LA. If it's the Rams, they got to come out and beat the Seahawks. If it's the Los Angeles Rams, who can beat the Seattle Seahawks. And I can never say the Cardinals are the worst team in the NFL, but you know what? It's time for some football season beginning for now because you know what? It's time for some football. Let the season begin of 2023 NFL season. So bolt up and go Chargers. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to head out. This is another Super Bowl season or bust for the LA Chargers. So it's your boy, Jordan Trask. Peace out, bolt up, and let's go Chargers. Oh, one more before I go. Oh, yeah. Rick Kane, you're a Bears fan for sure. But yeah, you guys can beat Green Bay until week number 1 in the NFL season. But yeah, you play the Bills tomorrow for a preseason week 3 finale, and you play Buffalo. All right, so that's all we got. So, or I'm gonna keep this going. So I'm sorry about that, but I apologize. But it's okay. But yeah, all right. To his Bears, who is the Bears fan, and his name is Rick Kane. He said that his Bears are gonna beat Green Bay in week 1 because this isn't the Aaron Rodgers era anymore, but it's the Jordan Love era. Well, if you guys beat Green Bay, if you guys beat great, if you beat Green Bay in Soldier Field, like to be grateful. Like if you guys were gonna beat the Packers, if it's Jordan Love, let your quarterback Justin Fields go against Jordan Love. Or I mean, I don't know if you're a Vikings or Packers fan because you're a Bears fan. So it's all good, bro. So believe it. Because you know what the teams are, if it's Minnesota who's beating Tampa Bay, and then you got Detroit who's playing Kansas City, because it's all on the books and it's all on the line for now. Because you know what that mandate is, because you know that it's not that important to details, like you know it. Yeah, you're welcome, Rick. So we got. So this is all on the line. So Detroit just won a preseason game against Carolina, but Tennessee, who beats New England 23-7. And Teddy Bridgewater is the first quarterback to wear number 50, but not anymore because he's now wearing 17. He's like wearing like Phillip Rivers, wearing 17 for the Chargers. Yeah, he's like Phillip Rivers. I know that because well, with that being said, for now, so we got preseason week 3 recaps coming up. So since the Chargers beat the 49ers 23-12, the Colts have beaten the Eagles, and then the Steelers beat the Falcons 24-9. But the Colts, they took down the Eagles, and you know what, the Ravens preseason streak is over with a win, but they lost the Commanders last week. But now I think they're all on out for everything because at the end of the day, you know this for sure at all the most recent days ever. But anyway, once again, you guys, I'm gonna head out. It's your boy Jordan Trask. Peace out, bolt up and go Chargers. And this is another Super Bowl season or bust for my beloved football team, the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm out, so bolt up and go Chargers. We beat the Niners. Peace.